WYPA Up Radio with MC8. Steele and Big James has taken over the radio station.
Well, all right, y'all. All across the USC, Compton, Watts, Bay to LA. Pomona, California, from valley to valley, we represent that killer Cali. So if you keeping it real on your side of your town, you tune in to Gangster Chronicles.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.
You're now tuned into the real MC8, Big James, and Big Steele.
This is strictly from the streets.
Hello.
We represent the James.
You put in a lot of work with those guys, Rick, and then you went to jail. You went and did some time, right? You went to jail when when all the slow jams and all that shit was popping off, huh?
When everything kicked off for the second rip, I had an indictment. They told me two things: I can ride this indictment, or ride this new indictment that I was on when I was on the road, trying to give me some old school money, right? I say, well, I'm gonna take the lighter indictment and go ahead and when I seen what I was facing, I went and did it. As soon as I went in, I seen slow jams go from a fucking mix show song to pew, and I'm gone. So when I come back home, this is when 2008, my Stability 2, all this finna drop. These when the Jim Jones and Koch deals come around, and I'm ass in on it, and I'm come home and pop in right there. But it hurted me because I know what type of work them guys put in to get all this shit done. And if I was around, I feel like if I was around, because I always been kicked as the business guy for them, and I was trying to be rapper, but I was a business guy. But we could have made a lot more progress. So that was just something that woke me up.
Yeah, now I got something to ask you. What's Twitch's manager's name?
Raw. Shout out to Raw.
Yeah, Raw. So Raw, he kind of came in and splintered everything up a little bit.
Well, Raw is just Raw, you know what I'm saying? You know?
He raw.
Yeah,
he raw.
I really get
He ain't raw, but he raw.
Shit.
Hey, shouts out to him because he gave me opportunity. So I can't take that away from him. None of that. None of them. But
no, this ain't even nothing like that, because at the end of the day, it's all Chicago. And Twister did, Twister put Chicago on his back, dog. Like Chicago had it because Common did this thing. Ain't no disrespect.
No.
Common is a rapper motherfucker, but it's two different lanes. Twister kind of brought the street element into it because
Liffy Stokes.
Liffy Stokes, Turtle Banks, and them was the street guys. They was the gangsters.
We was the folk on the hustlers. Can't have that without that.
Yeah, but he brought a lot of light to the city, man.
He bought the light. But if you got the blueprint sitting right here, Liffy Stokes, Turtle Banks, Big Rick. Don't keep going, but Maze. You got it.
Because they was on every project. Them cats you just named was on every Twister
Liffy
project.
Stokes, Turtle Banks, Maze.
How many jobs you got? How many jobs you got?
So many that I don't even mind no more, because you know what? This why I applaud
you got.
Look, this why I applaud them at, because since day one, they always told me, Rick, you trying to rap? Fuck rapping. Nigga, your mind so sharp. That come from my uncle, Monroe Banks, rest in peace, Al Gunny. You know what I'm saying? A diary. You got the mind for the business, and that's what you love to do, but you want to be something that you not. And I didn't accept that for so many years, and now that's what I was destined to do. But they taught me everything, and I took that shit like, yeah, I can do this, do this, yeah. And I seen it with my eyes, but I wanted to be what they was because these my homies. But I knew my position was right here, so I accepted it. You know?
Yeah, and that'd be the biggest problem in the crew sometimes. You had a homie that might make a hell of a manager, but he trying to make beats or be a DJ or a rapper, do something you like. And the rapper's thinking in his mind like, this dumbass nigga, if he had just gone and just be a manager, I might let the nigga manage me because he got some good shit going on. You know what I mean?
As musicians, we become narcissistic, you know what I'm saying, in our own ways, nigga. Like, like how Rick just said, it took me years to come to copes with, like, no, I'm the businessman. Let me stick to my shtick. You know what I'm saying?
And not knowing the businessman go through the least amount of headaches, because when all the people coming to sign autographs want this, you can eat your breakfast in peace, and they don't know you the most powerful nigga at the table.
No. See, this how I play the game with all of it. I know how, like, say we gonna use 8. I know how 8 feel. I know what he want because I tried to live that life, so I know what he want. But business-wise, where it makes sense, I know where everybody gonna be happy at. So I know how to play that medium and go in there and take care of business. Because once I know what he want and they want, I'm gonna come up with something that's gonna be successful for everybody. And I didn't realize that until I started doing outside ventures, like with the cell phone stores and all this shit. I'm like,
let's speak on it, man, because you an entrepreneur. You own what's that? Not T-Mobile stores,
Metro PCS,
the Metro PCS stores and all kind of shit.
Yeah. So I got started with that when I was in a joint. Chinese guy told me to come to Atlanta with his brother, and he's going to teach me how to work on the iPhone 1 when it come out. I come out right the year it come out. He taught me how to work on that bitch, break it down, and I ran from there. I always been a salesman. I sold drugs, so I can sell whatever. So I understood that game. I was in Atlanta, Georgia. Me and my homie Chris, we opened up the first shop, and I'm gonna tell y'all who hood it is. It's Jeezy, homie number hood in Zone 4 in Atlanta. But it's Rocco and what's my boy Polo, all them. This they area. I opened up on Campbellton Road. Started busting. All the foreigners fucking with me because I know I unlock the phones, all that. But I'm not seeing the bigger picture where you can take all this shit out the country and get money. So I learned from that. I opened up a second store, North Atlanta. That's like Gwinnett County. So we got the 2 stores. Bam. Ooh, we get money. That's the retail. This the super hustle spot. But once I learned that, I understood the business, even from the mobster standpoint, to where, like, you have to go fuck with these people. It's supply and demand. These people want this, these people want this. How can I come in the middle and make everybody happy? So that's basically how I run business now. So I got that going on. Then I did 290 West Enterprises, which was, like, now they talking about 290 in Chicago. I was the first one talking about this shit in the 90s. I just knew that just because I felt like the West Side never had no smoking stories. So I said, whatever company I open up, it's going to be 290 something. So it's 290 West Enterprises. And with that, that's the agency.
Tell them
290 is the interstate
that's how he was.
that run through the West Side of Chicago. So basically, you got 90, 94 East, right? You got that what runs like from the north side through the south side. 290 is our own personal expressway that come through the west side. You know what I'm saying? From Austin to Austin, and then out to Austin is suburbs. But then you got Maywood, which is the hood suburbs. Maywood, Bellwood, you feel me? But 290, I rep that shit since 1995. And I made it my company in 2001. So anything on the internet, whatever, you can Google that shit. I've been doing this shit since 1995. So my next company was basically the booking and management standpoint. That's what we have now, the 290 West Agency. So I was able to, like, say, like, with 8 and all them, I got great relationships with everybody. I know what he want. I know what this promoter want. I'm going to come in the middle and make this shit happen. That's it. Because it's about satisfying both parties.
Yeah, and Deez, you on the younger end right there. You with the wild little young niggas and everything. But you doing some incredible shit on the business shit too, because you got one of the most crackin'est. You got one of the most crackin'est hood movies. Like, y'all produce one of the most cracking. Like, that shit is like up to millions. How many millions of views y'all got on that shit now?
Cook Up.
Yeah, we had like 1.2.
1.2, 1.3 million. The Cook Up. Talk about the Cook Up for a minute and how that came about. And it's some grimy ass shit.
Yeah, Cook Up is decent, boy. That's my shit.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate y'all. Basically, man, me and bro, me and my partner, Suze Leroy, he like Rick. He helping me push this thing with my music. But like you said, we got to figure out how we gonna do this. Everybody everywhere got something nice, got something dope. So me and bro sat there in the car and literally episode 1, season 1 of the Cook Up, you gonna see the gas station. We sat in that gas station, rolled a pack of woods together. Me and him, we rolling, sat there and blew him and sat there and thought of everything we was finna do. And he was like, this how we gonna do your music, bro. And do this like this. But it just blossomed into us writing, into us just coming up with the shit to make people say, man, that's dope, or make people say, like, it's just basically we just cultivated what them niggas did in the 90s with that shit, bro. You gotta understand, bro. It's one of the coldest movies ever, my nigga. I'm looking at you in your ass and telling you fuck a camera for the coldest movies ever. Just the energy. Yeah. Nigga, I felt like I'm right there. That's what our purpose was with it. I want you to feel like you on the east side of Chicago. You out west with Rick when we shoot them scenes. You in the hundreds when we shoot. I want you to feel that shit. I want you to smell a piss on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I want you to smell a weed in the air. So that was our mentality when we wrote it, man. And we just been focused on making this the biggest thing we can, making it the biggest webisode. That's what the internet is missing. We trying to find a leak, and wasn't no good webisode outside of my niggas in Brooklyn. The Money Violence, that shit. There you go. Besides that, like, I salute them. Yeah, that shit was pretty dope. Besides that, it wasn't nothing from what we could, you know.